So, we see the British royal family in the news quite often. Quite often. Each royal family in English history has had their own peculiarities, but none takes the proverbial cake as the very English-sounding Angevin dynasty of the 12th century. Perhaps you have heard of two of its members, King Richard the Lionheart, crusader par excellence, and his brother and successor, King John, who was kindly persuaded to sign the Magna Carta. Now, these two have been popularized by the Robin Hood legend. No, not that one. They had several other siblings, but these two took the historical spotlight. Now, let's get to their parents, who were the original Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Henry II, King of England, Lord of several French domains, and arch-rival of the Archbishop of Canterbury, married Eleanor, one of the most powerful women of Europe at the time. She was a renowned crusader and owned one of the wealthiest duchies in France, Aquitaine. She was also the ex-wife of the King of France, who had their marriage annulled due to her outshining him on various occasions, and for not producing a male heir. Well, after she married Henry, King of England, she birthed 5 male heirs and 3 daughters. So, I guess we know who the common denominator was. However, when the unstoppable force of Eleanor married the unmovable object of Henry, well, the best way to describe their relationship is by using the overly misused label, toxic, which I'm now probably misusing. Henry tried to stifle Eleanor's independent spirit and grew tiresome of her maneuvering their sons against him. Similarly, Eleanor didn't take too kindly to Henry's numerous and quite public extramarital affairs. Certainly wouldn't be the last Henry to do so. Their animosity toward each other boiled over onto the royal stage, when Eleanor joined a rebellion led by their sons against her own husband. Eleanor's faction lost the war, and Henry imprisoned her for 16 years. In the end, however, Eleanor survived him for another 15 years, advising her sons, Richard and John, when they became kings. Overall, the relationship between Eleanor of Aquitaine and Henry II was one of mutual distrust and betrayal. While they were initially attracted to each other's power and charisma, their personalities clashed, and they were unable to find common ground. Their toxic relationship had a profound impact on their children and on the political history of England and France.